The call of the lion, the 8-8 portal, Lionsgate was yesterday. But the energies don't stop. So we get to play with frequencies that are coming in, even after the portal is opened. I should say a Stargate. Stargate is a much better word. Thematically, what we're going to see in 2023 is a continuous and more rapid quickening of the old corrupt systems breaking down. And I had a vision that I described in another video about the cosmic womb, if you want to check that out. This magnificence of the light energy of the serpent, which is dragon. This dragon energy is celestial light body energy. And without going too deep into that, to save that for another time, essentially what's happening is when I was with the Queen Dragon, the mother of dragons, the cosmic dragon energy that is starting in the underground streams. So we have all these underground rivers and water systems that are being purified and cleansed. The awakening of the water is the awakening of the cellular structure, the plasmic energy of Earth. This is happening inside of our bodies as well. For those of us that are dual activated, meaning third and fourth density dual activated bodies, where the frequencies can be felt and activating. But this is actually galactic in terms of an awakening and an evolution in the spiral. What I saw in this vision of Queen Dragon, as we were going through and cleansing these streams and cleansing these deeper components, this core of this being that we call Earth, what's happening is the old patriarchal evil ones. I use that word because the etymology of the word evil means cruel. These are cruel beings that want suffering. They want to keep humanity and Earth confined in their prison. But it doesn't really matter what they desire because it's not going to happen anymore. So this dragon energy is cleansing and purifying as their parts that are all over this world awaken. As the cleansing and awakening of these of basically like what we could call the blood or the cellular structures of Earth, what happens is these evil ones' power is taken away, and it's just basically taking them out. And this is the vision that I was given with Cosmic Dragon. This is really powerful to know, and this is what is the continuous ending of the old corrupt systems, and they can't stop it. And this is why they want to freak people out and cause as much fear as possible. But we can step into this knowing and this truth. More themes of 2023, astrologically speaking, from a cosmology perspective, the energies and frequencies coming into our Earth and into our beings is the ask for moving into pure, authentic self. There's more shifts around work, career, and everything basically that was known must be reestablished. So what worked even a few years ago, 4 years ago, is not going to work now. It requires something different. Deep healing is actually the time that we're in right now. Deep healing and looking at the cyclical structure and movement and spiraling of Venus as it moves into Leo. Deeper healing, seeing all aspects of shadow, meaning the hidden parts within you. Seeing them, hearing them, knowing them is the first part of healing. And that's going to be continual ask throughout this year. And then another theme is a waking up around the control of materialism. See, materialism and greed is a trap, and it is part of this big enslavement. So instead of thinking about manifesting this thing that we call money, what is the underpinning of what the manifestation needs to hold? It's requiring a much deeper look into the truth outside of this control system, which is done through this fake illusion we call money. Asking of taking off rose-colored glasses. And you can kindly, gently take them off yourself, or the unveiling and quickening of information is going to just rip the glasses off for you. So we have choices. These are some other energies that we're going to be working with. Now we're in a summertime energy of Venus moving into Leo. And what this really requires is where there is not alignment in your life. This is where we're going to be asked to look deeper into the truth of where there is not an alignment or a really hyper-focused energy. One big place for this is, are you aligned in your relationships? Every day you're waking up into relationship of some kind, a relationship with yourself, a relationship with those that are in your external environment, relationship with perhaps if you're going into some kind of office environment. This time right now, Venus in Leo, it's actually ending this 8-year cycle. So you can look back and say, what have I created in the last 8 years? What is in alignment and what is not in alignment? Because what is not in alignment needs to be let go of. So there's this big feeling of like ripping away these pieces that just don't allow your entire avatar self, your multidimensional aspect of soul, or whatever construct that you came into this incarnation with, is this feeling of needing to be more free. When we're really clear about these aspects, you don't create drama around it. We can fight it, or we can see it and then make decisions that will allow us to be empowered in the decisions. And this requires a lot of bravery. It requires a lot of compassion for yourself, because if you've created an existence for the past 8 years that is against the alignment of what your true soul, sacred soul, multidimensional avatar self needs, there's a moment of grace saying, I have gratitude for this knowing that I wasn't as awake 8 years ago as I am now. And so now I get to choose differently, right? So the shift can happen in bigger and bigger ways. No, it's not easy, but it's required. Now, this particular Lion's Gate, I don't know if you felt this, but this has been a real fiery one. Very powerful. I've really felt some fire energy coming up. This is the Leo aspect. Most of my chart actually is Leo, so anyway, that's a side note. So extra fire. What this fire is asking us to do at this time, the frequencies, this Lionsgate portal, is to step into more courage, step into more bravery of self than ever before. Now, for me, truthfully, in some way, the Lion's Gate is always just this powerful reflection time, because I'm very connected into the great white lions of Sirius. And I have another video called Earth Guardians. If you would like to check that out, I explain this dream, and I was initiated into this energy when I was a little girl. The Sirian energy, the beauty of these fierce protectors and guardians of not only this realm, but the cosmic divinity and the lineage of the rose, which is the lineage that holds the wisdom that there is a cosmic, quote unquote, mother energy. So it is not just a him, it is also a her. That energy is equal in all things. The evil ones have tried their best for many thousands of years to stamp that out, but again, well, you can't stamp out truth, so that's the good news. So you may find that this is a really strong pull for you right now into a lion, into this courage, into what valor means, into what honor means, respect. All of these words are words of guardian, of protector. And working with the great white lions of Sirius, this is a powerful, beautiful time to do that if you are called. This is a fierce energy. And this word is often used to describe those of us that have it innately within us as something bad, especially women. Well, guess what? Fierce is awesome. As long as it's accompanied by compassion and what that really means, because there's a root underpinning of justice. So, as the great protectors of the cosmic divine energies and the sacred harmony of the dragon light energy, the emerald founders, the ancient builder races, and the dimensions of Earth, Terra, Gaia, this is a powerful lineage. And this is also connected into the Goddess Lioness Warriors that I am also very connected to, and many of you also feel this fire. We can see this mirrored in archetypes in Egypt, for example, with the goddess Sekhmet. And so since my youth, when I was initiated into this, and the great white lions and the lioness goddesses that are in female form, that is the lineage that I'm also very connected into. This moves into energies of bloodlines, and this is where the bloodlines of the Celtic Druid lineage and the lineage of Magick and Avalon, Merlin, these were real beings. This time is a great remembering, this Lionsgate specifically. And so you may be asked to embody and truly integrate these energies as I am. However, the biggest theme here is about rebirthing. It's about this theme of what resurrection actually means, which means death of one's self or former aspects of self, rebirthing into something new. So it's a liberation process of ourselves, and it's a liberation from that which does not serve us anymore. Venus moving into Leo is the other extra component. So when you feel into these frequencies, you're going to feel the fire, and what it's going to ask is to burn away what is not needed any longer. And this is to make available more space for what you do, want, desire, need to manifest versus what you've been carrying around. In dream time, 2 nights ago, right before the Lion's Gate, my vision showed me it's like carrying a really heavy bucket around. And this heavy bucket has all of this stuff that you used to really think that you needed, that you maybe even loved, but you don't need it anymore. But you're still trying to put all these magical new awakening pieces and things onto top of this bucket, but the bucket just keeps spilling down and you can't fit anything in. And so guess what? You have to clean the bucket so that you can make all the room for all the new magic that's coming in to your existence, your individual existence, right? So clean the bucket. That's what this time is, cleaning the bucket. This time of Leo, the time of the lion, of courage and its manifestation power. What I know in my work, what I see, people forget that to manifest, the one thing we must recall is that there are other things that will have to be let go of to make room for things. This is the concept of what sacrifice means. But this word has been, of course, misused, corrupted. So anytime that was ever mentioned by a druid or in Celtic times, the real meaning of this word, sacrifice, again, before evil ones tried to destroy the words, is the etymological meaning is a making sacred. So it's from sacra, sacred rites. And so when we think of what this really means, it's sacred. It's not sacrifice, it's sacred. The real meaning is to make your being more aligned with the sacred soul, your sacredness, that is not the identity, but your sacredness. What are the things that you can let go of? That's the sacrifice. What can you let go of? What are you sacrificing so you can be made more sacred? Can you let go of the underpinning of what you think you're supposed to be doing? that maybe wasn't even dictated by you, but by society, saying you must do these things? And can you allow more bravery to step into the unknown of new opportunities? That's a big question that can be pondered at this current time. Maybe you're being asked to do what you're here to do, to launch your mission, the thing that's calling you forward that you can't ignore anymore. Or perhaps there's something that you have been ignoring consistently, a piece of your being that you haven't stepped fully into that power quite yet. So what is necessary is to look at what is the fear, what's blocking that energy. Another big piece that I see happening is filling life with too much busy and trying to manifest like 100 things, but it's not with a full heart or sacred heart energy. So there's a blocked energy. And so there's not enough focused energy to truly manifest with the power of the heart of a lion. These are all magical, wonderful, difficult, but wonderful, magical things to ponder as we step through the Lion's Gate portal yesterday and as we move into these frequencies that are going to continue.